So what is the most hated dish in Thanksgiving? Well, that's that stupid thing again with the marshmallows on it. Unless, of course, you're serving Brussels sprouts. Ew. Nobody likes Brussels sprouts. What if you were to combine the two? What if you put marshmallows on Brussels sprouts? I'm kidding, of course. That'd be a complete waste of marshmallows. So, we have a yam. Before we start this video, let me clear something up. I was wrong. Not a hostage video, not under duress. I freely admit I was wrong. The difference between yams and sweet potatoes is far more complex than anything I could have ever imagined. Growing up, a brown thing was a yam and a red thing was a sweet potato. Turns out they're all sweet potatoes. So in the video here, I'm going to be using a sweet potato. And if you saw my sweet potato pie, that's also a sweet potato. I made the mistake there of calling the brown thing a yam. It's not. There's a sweet potato and a sweeter potato. This is what a yam looks like. This is what a sweet potato looks like. This is also a sweet potato. Does that make it any more clear? No. You can't find yams. I guarantee you 99% of the people, 95% of the people out there have never seen an actual yam in their entire life. You've never eaten an actual yam in your entire life. They are indigenous to and basically confined to African cuisine and Asian cuisine. You can't find them in a regular market because no one uses them. They don't import them in large scale, so you got to go to specialty markets to find those. That's it. So I was wrong. I wanted to make clear because the internet has harsh penalties for people that say things that aren't true. Well, they do now, but on sweet potatoes, I don't think there's a misinformation board. But anyways, I just wanted to make sure that I was clear because if I'm going to sound authoritative on something, I should know what I'm talking about and I shouldn't mislead you because then I'm just an idiot and I don't want to be an idiot. So there you go. I was wrong. Here's the right information. And can we get back to the video now, please? Thank you. Here we go. Brussels sprouts. No one likes the Brussels sprouts. No one wants to. You never noticed that dish? Well, first of all, you need a time machine because I don't think anybody served Brussels sprouts like that in a while, unless your grandmother really doesn't like you. And she's like, why don't you stop coming to my house? It's the only reason someone serves you Brussels sprouts. Until today, because I'm going to show you a way that you can make amazing Brussels sprouts. And they say that big hand gestures get people's attention. All right, now that I have your attention, let's try and make Brussels sprouts fun again, okay? So we're going to kill two birds with one stone. We're going to kill a yam. We're going to kill Brussels sprouts. And hopefully no one else. Okay, so we have a big bowl because we're going to dress this in a yummy, yummy sauce. I lost my cup. Hold on one second. I'm back. Okay, so we need a yummy, yummy sauce. What is a yummy sauce? Well, something with oil and bacon and grease and things. So I have oil here. Ooh, fresh bottle of avocado oil. Ooh, yes, we're getting fancy. You can use olive oil. You could use vegetable oil. I have a third of a cup of this. So that's about $18 worth of avocado oil. Yeah, that big lottery thing, I didn't win. Doesn't mean I can't spend money like I did. It really does mean I shouldn't, but too late now. I already bought the bottle. Just not saving me money not using it. Okay, so there's our third of a cup of that. Now we need about a tablespoon of balsamic vinegar. What? Yeah, you heard me. There it is. Okay, well this just got a lot more interesting, didn't it? Okay, there we go. We got a little bit of that. Now, what do we have? We have about half a tablespoon of honey. Just go with about, there. Good squeeze. All right. Now, we are going to go with our dry ingredients. Our dry ingredients for this are the herbs of choice. Hang on. Let me get the balsamic out of there so I don't make a mess with something. Okay. We're going to go with a teaspoon of thyme. This is dried thyme because we're making a marinade sauce sort of thing. Doesn't really matter that much. Plus it's dark outside and I'm scared, so I don't want to go out and get any fresh thyme. There is a teaspoon of dill. That's a lot of dill. All right, that is a fair amount of, whew, that's how you know you got the dill. Dang. Dangy dill. Okay, a teaspoon of Greek oregano. I know this looks like, this is just the thing, I buy it in a big 5-pound thing, and that's just what it's in. Okay. Black pepper. I don't know how much that was. A bunch. A little bit of sea salt. This is the kosher big bits of salt. And what else do you need for this? You need a little bit of lemon juice. Hold on. Lemon juice. I'm just slicing lemon in half. I know you can't see what I'm doing. I'm trying not to hide it. Ooh, can't see me. It's a glass bowl. You can probably see me. So I have half a lemon here. I'm just going to squeeze a bit in there. It's marinade, sort of thing. All right, grab a whisk. I've got a whisk. Let's make this yummy. Yummers, yummy. And it should taste good right now. If it doesn't taste good right now, you've done something terribly wrong. All right, there's our sauce dressing that's going to go on this. I'm going to set this to the side for a moment because I have to get the Brussels sprouts out and I got to trim this guy up. So let me clean up because I only have this little area of workspace. I'll clean up and be back in 1 second. Okay, it is veggie time, and we're going to do our veggies here real quick. I'm going to put the knife off the side because I don't need it at the moment. We have a giant yam. What's the difference between a yam and a sweet potato? Google. First of all, a sweet potato is not going to be white. This is part of the root. It's a tuber thing or some sort of a, I don't know, really. Google it. But they're not the same thing. They both come from a plant. They grow in the ground. They're part of the root system, but they're a completely different part of the root system. And they taste completely differently. They cook completely differently, and they're used completely differently. So don't mistake them again. Stop it. See how that's white like a potato? Yeah, they're not quite like a potato. They're a lot more dense than a potato. But this is going to be awesome. It's going to be yummy. But yeah, when you see recipes, be careful because they will interchange and intermix sweet potatoes and yams all the time, and they are not the same thing. So don't. Yeah, you're making weird noises over here. My house makes weird noises. So, I don't know. If you ever see anything in the background moving, let me know in the comments because there might be things in the background moving I don't know about. All right, we're going to dice this up. We're going to try and get this about this size or so. Something similar to that. So I'm just going to cut off 1-inch chunks here. Eyeballing it. There we go. Now I'm going to come back and cut this like that. And then that and eyeball. That's a pretty big piece. Okay, I'm going to cut these differently. Going forward, they shall be cut differently. That's a way better piece. Look at that. That's what we're looking for. Okay, now we know we'll have a couple of oddballs. Come on. There's bacon and honey with this. Do you think anybody's going to complain that the pieces aren't all exactly the same? I think not. And why are we cutting them small? So they cook. And this is the final size that you're going to be eating. So it's kind of important. Yeah, no smells. Big deal. Yeah. Just this one's pretty small, so we're just going to do this. Whoop. She don't want to play. Switch it up. There we go. There you go. And that guy, screw that guy. All right. We'll throw this away real fast. Reset because I have a really small area to work with. So hold on one second. Okay, so far, so good. I'll leave the bacon to the last so that I can use the same knife. That way I don't have to do a massive amount of dishes. Move this over here. That is a lot of yams. Not sweet potatoes, yams. And at some point I might say sweet potatoes because I've been cooking with sweet potatoes today too. You may see the sweet potato pie thing sitting here. The smell in this house is insane because of that. So just know you have to watch the sweet potato pie video. I don't care. It's just like pumpkin pie, but better. Okay? I'm not kidding. It really is. Okay, we're going to just stem these. This, we've already rinsed them really, really well to clean them. But yeah, nobody wants to eat that stem part. You cut them in half so they get delicious. This isn't a huge amount. It's about a half pound maybe of Brussels sprouts. Not a tremendous amount because, again, no one likes Brussels sprouts. Why would you waste all this effort on something no one's going to eat? Except they will eat it. You just gotta get them to try it. If you can get one sucker to try it, be like, hey, did you try the Brussels sprouts? Holy crap! You can get a couple more suckers. Yep. That's all we try and do is just con our families into eating food they wouldn't otherwise eat. Right? All right. That's Brussels sprouts. That's yams. That's some carrots. That's some onion. What else do we need? Oh, that? Nah, I'm not going to use that. Of course I'm going to use that in there. But I need garlic first. Let me grab a couple cloves of garlic and we'll get that smashed and get this in here because more flavor. Garlic. Okay, got 2 big cloves. These are on the very outside. So we're just going to smash them, get the skin off, shake them. Do that, skin them. I always take the stem off too because it seems like I always get that part. I'm like, oh geez, the hard bits that no one wants to eat. So take that off. There you go. All right, we're just gonna rough chop this real fast. No one's gonna eat this. This is just for flavor, but the finer you get it, the more flavor you get out of it. Oh. Yeah. This is a lot of stuff on this board. There we go. Now can we do the bacon? Yes. Now we can do the bacon. Okay. Let me just move this off the side real fast. Grab another board real fast. Hang on. Okay, we have a pound of bacon, an actual friggin' pound of bacon. Hallelujah. The world makes sense again, folks. We're not going to use this whole thing. We're only going to use half of it. Isn't that fitting? We could have used one of the small ones, but now that they've brought back the big ones, I only need half. I swear to God, it's how they get you. All right. So, this is why we saved the bacon for last, because if I'm using the same knife, guess what? I only have to clean one knife. All right, so we're just going to basically cut this. We're not going to cook this ahead of time. It will cook in the oven as this cooks. This will be in the oven for, what, 45 minutes at 400 degrees. It's going to cook just fine. Don't worry about it. You want to know when you get a piece of bacon, so don't go too small. There we go. All right, just kind of break this up a little bit. Yeah, now I have bacon fingers. Gee darn. Remind me before I go to try and pet my dog, I got bacon fingers, otherwise I'll have no fingers. Rufus the Wonder Dog. It's a great dog, but he can't eat bacon. For only $9.95 a month, you can support a poor dog that can't eat bacon too. Millions of dogs every day go to bed without knowing the taste of bacon. Well, that's because their stomachs are too soft and too gentle and too delicate for, delicate's the word I was looking for bacon. Seriously, he hurls when he eats bacon. It's so sad. I feel bad for him. I gave him a pepperoni the other day. 2 seconds later, hurled. Maybe you shouldn't give your dog pepperoni. He's 11. What's he saving it for? Come on. Okay, the time has come. Everything's going in the pool. So we're just going to scoop it all in and do this because you don't have that kind of time to watch me do this one piece at a time. Let's get some garlic in there. Get my yams. You can do this with potatoes too. Probably works better with potatoes, but this is Thanksgiving. Uh-oh. This is Thanksgiving. We're trying to use the Thanksgiving ingredients, right? So the carrots, the yams, the Brussels sprouts, these are things, we're finding the new ways to use them. They're exciting. I'm not going to use those because it's enough. It's enough. Here goes our half a pound of bacon that we sliced up. Yeah. It's raw. It's raw. Now we're going to, no. I'll grab a spoon. Hang on. We're going to toss this. So let's toss it. If you want to go crazy with this, you can throw some sriracha on this. It could be done. Some soy sauce. Oh, that'd probably be really good. You can play with a marinade, whatever you like. But just make sure you coat this really well. Break up the bacon so that it mixes up. We're going to put this on a baking sheet and we're going to bake it in the oven. So we're going to have another chance to kind of break it up as well. But I'm just looking to coat most of this as best I can. Okay. That has every chance of being delicious. And there you go. That's all we can hope for with Brussels sprouts and yams, right? We did everything we could. Let me get the baking sheet and we will lay this out. Baking sheet time. Okay. Everybody out onto the sheet here. It's little drizzles. I don't know, could be. Oh, those are just leaves. Nobody cares. All right, Brussels sprouts are best when they're face up. They kind of get that roasty thing. So I'm going to take a second and try and get as many as I can to go face up. Is that overkill? Yeah, but you come this far. Oop, one flipped back on me. There you go. That looks pretty good, doesn't it? Come on, be honest. Camera here. It looks pretty yummy. We're going to bake this again. 400 degree oven, 45 minutes, something like that, until it's nice and roasty and delicious and wonderful. And then we eat. So I'm going to throw this in the oven. Let's go. And now you can see, now it's come out of the oven. It's been the 45 minutes. Oops, we lost some yummy. Oh no, yummy down. That's why you keep your counters clean. 5-second rule applies if you clean your counters. Look at this. Does this look amazing? So good, seriously. The yams are nice and soft and delicious and amazing. See, boop, pop right through that. Yeah, that's right. Okay, so now we're just going to plate this up. I'm going to try to get this in this bowl over here to make this pretty, because yes, pretty is good. Plus, a lot of juice here, and I want to drizzle the juice over the top when we're done. Sorry, I'm not looking at the camera much. I apologize. Yep. So you saw the last part when I was mixing this in the giant bowl. Well, this is the smaller size bowl, and it fits in here. You know why? Because all the juices come out, and everything's a little bit smaller now. So it fits in the smaller bowl. Yeah, it does. Look at this. Oh my goodness, look at this. How amazing. Okay, now we're gonna drizzle it just a little bit. There we go. Yep. All right, there you go. You think somebody in your family would want to eat that? I bet they will. I bet they won't even know what they're like. Oh, these are the best potatoes I ever had. They won't know. Ha! It'll be our little joke, our little secret. Make them eat it, and they'll love it. And that is one more of my Thanksgiving must-haves, must-do, and make it easier. That really isn't hard. You saw me do that. This is what, a couple-minute video? Yeah, piece of cake. So make this, and you'll like it. Trust me. You will. Okay, thanks for watching, and happy Thanksgiving to you and yours, and I got more to cook, so let's get back to it. All right, see you in the next one.